Hey guys, how's it going? A little ramble slash rant slash something because I don't know. Your girl doesn't know when to keep her mouth shut. I know that's shocking for those of you that know me. I know it's shocking. For those of you that don't know me very well, it's kind of an issue I have. Anyway, so I was chatting it up with some ladies on a Facebook group. It's a rescue group for cats. Now, I'm not usually parts of those kind of groups, rescue groups. We can get into why that is, but I was with them anyway, and I've had some issues. It's not the first time that I've gone rounds with a couple of people on there. I need to learn to walk away, but when I get passionate about stuff, like, I just can't quit sometimes. Ugh. For whatever reason, somebody decided to start into dog breeders, and the wild generalizations of all breeders are trash, all dog breeders are scammers, all dog breeders are this, that, and the third. It was just insane to me. Somebody, and I have a friend on here that has Borbles, who hopefully eventually might see this. Anyway, shared with, supposedly from the Borble Association, that they recommend having OFAs or hip and elbow x-rays done on dogs at 12 months. That was news to me because OFAs are supposed to be done at 2 years old, but I digress, okay? That's just another example of the wild misinformation that was being passed in this group, right? And I was very clearly outnumbered. I'm not ashamed of being a dog breeder. Probably shouldn't have announced that in that type of company. I should have probably read the room a little bit, but I didn't. And so I was just like, dude, this is insane. Like, you guys are very misinformed and miseducated about how a lot of this works. One gal was going on about how I'm lining my pockets by being a breeder and how all the breeders she knows just do it to make money. And I'm like, sweetheart, listen to me. I know many, many breeders, more breeders than you will know and have an actual relationship with. And every one of them has a real job. They're not living in the lap of luxury by being a dog breeder. Everybody has big girl and big boy jobs. And being a dog breeder is just something that they do on the side because they believe in it. It just makes me really hot. I don't know. It was, like I said, insane. The amount of people with zero education. And that is why I am not a member of these groups. Most rescue groups are founded very little on actual scientific case study research, scientific research. The majority of their opinions and education, and they'll sit and copy paste and go toe to toe with you, arguing all day long, and it's all from other rescue groups, which are just regurgitation of things that PETA says. Don't get me started on PETA. That group is insane and does more harm than good. But I digress. But that's the information that they get, and that's what they think is like biblical law. And it's wild to me. One gal's trying to tell me how uneducated I am on rabbits because she has one pet rabbit that's spayed or neutered, whatever, and lives in a house, and it's like a bazillion years old. And I'm like, sweetheart, I have over 100 rabbits. I have an actual rabbitry. My daughter shows nationally. If you even go to the ARBA, which is like the Big Daddy rabbit group, scientifically proven facts, they're not supposed to be living in your living room. Like, no hate to those of you that do it, like, whatever. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm doing when you have your one rabbit and I have over 100 and have been doing it for years, and they're all very, very healthy. I just can't. Like, it just kind of blows my mind. And then some lady gets on there and she's like, really? Sounds to me like you sound like a Cane Corso breeder, LOL. And I'm like, okay, well, that took a 2-second search of looking on my Facebook profile to see that that's one of the things that I do. It bothers me tremendously. And it's not just dog breeding or whatever, but when people make wild generalizations, all of this, every that, And then one of the gals also tries to say that the only ethical breeders there are show breeders. It's the only ethical people they are, because you need a judge to tell you if your dog is sound and of proper conformation. Sweetie, if a breeder can't evaluate their own dogs and say conformationally you're whacked, the angulation of your shoulder's not good, if you need a judge or a third party to tell you that, then you should not be doing this. Don't get me started on the government, not government, but the politics, the bureaucracy, the under the table things that happen with the AKC. Don't get me started, because I could release a whole lot of information in a whole lot of names, but I'm not going to do that because, you know. No, the AKC has gotten in and changed so much about these dogs and watered down so many things. Don't get me started. That's not true. That the only dogs that are ethical bred dogs are those that are in the show ring, because that's false. That's a bunch of garbage, especially when you start getting into the world of working dogs, like livestock guardian dogs, for instance. But that could be true for any herding dog, anything. Not all Anatolian Shepherd dogs, for instance. Not every dog in the show ring is useless. I do know some breeders that boast that they can go from pasture to show ring with their dogs. Their dogs can be working on Monday with sheep, for instance, and that weekend be in an AKC show and get their titles. It does happen, but not often. They're usually show ponies that aren't actually working. So when you're breeding a dog that you need those strong instincts, don't tell me the only ones that can have that are those in the show ring. That's not true. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. I feel better getting it off my chest. I get a little butthurt when people generalize me and tell me what I do doesn't matter. I get a little bit butthurt when people say that I'm getting rich off of what I do. Or compare me to a puppy mill or the Amish bred nightmare dogs that you hear about. I get real upset about that. And again, just the absolute blatant lies that get passed around. And the other sad thing with these rescue groups is a lot of times it's the Mean Girls Club. You'll have one leader and then a couple other ones, and the rest are just kind of the minions. And nobody listens to a lick of reason. Not a bit of it. And I'm for rescues. It's needed. It's necessary. I've done more rescues than I can count in my lifetime as well. It's needed. It's a selfless job. You see tons of horrible things and see some of the worst humans do despicable things to animals. But it's not all. It's not all. Or trying to tell me that it's the purebred dogs from breeders that end up in the shelters. No, it's not, sweetie. It's the pit bull mixes, it's the herding healer mixes, that is flooded. You're not getting your top show lines in from the show ring in your local shelter. It's not a thing. So again, stop with the misinformation. Stop with the bad education. Get stuff that is science-based. Case researches, studies, proven. Just do better. And like less hate, less judgment, less all of the things. Like just be nice. We're supposed to be here helping animals, not like tearing humans down and bullying people and like do better, guys. Just do better.